Hey guys, this is going to be an update on the papaya. Everything is doing great. I've got two different papaya. I am not sure the variety on them. This one seems to be doing great, minus the yellow leaves, but they do have yellow leaves at the tip and they grow new yellow leaves, so I'm not too concerned about that. When they get too brown, I'll come in and I'll just snap it off. And then you can see here, this is where previous leaves were. And then you just come in and you snap it off, and then new leaves will form at the very tip of the plant, and it keeps pushing out. This one is doing great. There's 4 papaya hanging on. They are a little bit smushed. Sorry, the sunlight is in the way. But they are getting big, and look, hopefully they will continue to grow and then ripen. I would like to have some green so I can do a papaya salad. And then, of course, once they are fully ripe, we're going to have some papaya with ice cream or some kind of cream on them, preferably condensed cream to add a little bit more sugary texture to them. Ripe papaya is really good, just has a hint of sweetness, but it's not overpoweringly sweet. So generally it's really good with ice cream or some kind of cream on it to help with the sweeten of it. But they are doing great. This one, on the other hand, did not, and I actually had one. They're super small. Like this one is almost like a fingerling. Look at my finger, and it's probably like 3 times as big as my finger, and it's not getting plump. Now this one has the potential because it's getting plump, but you can see the difference in size, and they are about the same. There was 3. There was one right here, and this one stayed pretty small, and that's the one I'm going to show you. But it actually ripened, and it fell off today. I was hoping it will probably be another day or 2, and I would get out here to do a video while it's still on the tree. But it fell off this morning, so I took it inside and washed it, and I'll cut it up to see if it even tastes any good, being as small as it is. I don't think it'll taste very good, but we're going to try it anyways. And then you can see new leaf sprouting out. Here's another papaya that's growing. So these ones are self-pollinating. You want the one that self-pollinate. That way you don't need pollinators to come in and cross-pollinate. These ones are self-pollinating. They contain both the male and the female. But to get a better, more prolific, I guess, set of fruit, I do go in and hand pollinate in the winter time. Summertime, they are outside, so I just let Mother Nature do her thing. But they're both looking really healthy, and I'm actually excited to try the small little tiny one that fell off. This one, like I said, I'm going to wait till it gets a little bit bigger. I'm hoping that they'll get a little bit bigger, preferably double the size. And then I'm going to go in and pick one that's green and then make a papaya salad with it. And then, like I said, I'll wait for the other one. I do have a dwarf variety of papaya. It's growing really good. Still hasn't produced anything yet. This one here I got from Logi's greenhouse, just as a 4-inch pot, I think. And overwinterize it, and she's doing great. You can see the wind kind of pushes her a little bit to the side, so she's growing a little bit crooked, almost like a palm tree. How you see them on the beach where they grow and curve, and then like you can climb up the tree. But this one is short and compact, so I don't think we'll have any problem with picking it. It hasn't grown too much. Probably double in size, and then I would expect it to maybe get another foot or so, and then that's going to be it for this dwarf variety. And then let me show you, since I only have 3 papaya, and honestly I'm looking forward to trying it out and seeing how well they do. If they don't taste very good, I'm going to scratch it. We are in cold climate, sorry, I always forget to tell you. I garden in zone 8A, Alabama. So in the wintertime, all of those fruit trees have to go in because we do get freezing temperature. I've got 2 different kinds of green beans over here. They are from Friends. This purple variety is really pretty. This is a green bean. I grew them just for fun, but they are very tasty. When you cook this variety, I was surprised it didn't retain its color. turned green, which was kind of interesting to see. I didn't have enough to cook it by itself on the first go around, so I put probably 5 or 6 of them in a pot with just regular green bean, and all the purple ones just turned green, so you couldn't even tell the difference. They taste the same, nothing different about it. They taste really good when it's young. As it ages, they're a little bit tougher, but that's why you can cook it and saute it in butter and seasoning it. It's so good. But look at all the pretty little flowers. So these are the tiny little flowers that the pollinator come, and once they pollinate, here is a tiny little green bean that starts out down here, and then eventually it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you can pick them. So I was really surprised. They look kind of like a snapdragon. Oh, here's one right here. This one I can show you. See how small and dainty they are? The little flower, and then from it comes this tiny little pod, and eventually it gets bigger and bigger until you get these purple looking green beans. So that's kind of pretty. The foliage is really pretty. I really do enjoy growing it on this trellis here. The trellis we put in just as a temporary fix, just to grow some stuff. This raised bed, garden bed, we made with our own pine tree on the property. We cut it, my husband timbered it with the sawmill that we have. So it's been in the ground for about 3 years now. I think this is going to be the last year. It's kind of warped and growing and not looking as aesthetic, but it's serving its purpose. Next year, or I guess this coming fall time, I think we're going to tear it down, relocate it. We've got some new metal raised bed that we're going to put down, and I think that'll be more aesthetically pleasing, I guess, and it'll look pretty. This was just a temporary, and it served its purpose, and I really got some good use out of it this year and next year. Last year, and the year before when we put it in. You can see here, though, it's pretty warped. These are not treated at all in any way. It was just straight up pine, so we didn't expect it to last, of course. But it served its purpose. I'm growing these new kind of green beans I got from a friend. Look at them. Aren't they pretty? And they're so unique. Look how long they are. This one is like all the way on the bottom. It's like 15 inches. That is crazy long. Look at that thing. I almost need to get it off the ground so the bugs don't get it. I think I'm going to hang it there for now. But you see the two purple varieties, so pretty and so unique. Now this one, the flowers are a little bit bigger. But compared to what is growing, here's a new one that's coming out. Here's a brand new one coming out. They're so tiny and dainty. And then you end up with something like this. And this is just a small little one until it gets a little bit bigger. So this one is like 15 to 18 inches. I should really measure it. But it's not even fully mature yet, because you can see there's really no seed pods in there that is forming. I'm going to show you more of a mature one. This is my first time growing them, and I'm really enjoying them in the garden. But I wasn't sure when they're ready to be picked. But look at this guy. Look at this. It's like 20 inches. I'm definitely going to have to get the measuring stick. Look at it. It's super long. Almost 24 inches. And this one is more mature. You can see how it has little ridges that are popping out. Those are where the seeds are. So I think I'm going to have to come out and harvest. I really want to show the hubby though. In the garden, look. This is so exciting when you can finally grow some food and actually get to taste. But isn't this fun? It's like a jump rope. This is so unique and so fun to grow. I don't know, that's kind of fun. And then it's just trellising, and if nothing else, the flower looks so pretty. These are the flowers, and you can see from the flower, when they get pollinated, the flower will drop here, and then you got another string of beans. So I've got strings of beans growing down here. This is the mature flower that drops off. Look at this one, it's very snakily growing. And everywhere you can see, Wow, look at that tall one. Okay, I'm going to go on the other side. This is the other side, and you can see when it hangs down like that, that's kind of fun. So next year, I think I'm going to save some of this seed, and then for next year, I'm going to create a full big trellis and then have these 24-inch beans growing. I can't say they're green beans, they're purple beans. And then I also grew some, you can see in here, I must have put in this seed in here, but that's edamame. My edamame, something came and ate the top of all of the edamame. I was able to salvage a little bit this year, but I was hoping to freeze quite a bit so I can get them and eat them. Kind of like when you go to a sushi place, you order the $5 little small bowl of edamame, and they steam it for you. So good, just tasting that with salt. But you can see something came by and ate all the tips of my edamame, and they kind of stunt the growth and the production. So for having six dogs, they didn't do a really good job this year of keeping either the deer or the rabbits away. Got some sweet peas growing. They're really good, just right off the vine. And I was hoping to have more than just these two growing, because it's really not enough to save. But these are really good, just fresh, or you freeze them. All the green beans I'm growing, I'm hoping to freeze them, just like you buy at the store in the freezer section, and then you get them out, you thaw them, and you saute them. The cucumbers are doing really good. I harvested my first one 2 days ago, and we ate it, so that was really good. But you can see here, it's happy, it's growing some more. This one I actually needs to push it back. Oh, sometimes it doesn't want to climb where you want it to climb. Like I create this trellis and I want it to climb, and it's not climbing where I would like for it to. But I'm going to need to tuck that one back in so it doesn't sprawl this way and stays climbing up on the trellis. But anyways, back to these beans. Aren't they amazing? This is the first one that bloomed, and I think it is mature now. You can see. So I want to just pluck it. I want to show my husband. I'm going to just snap it off. Oh, there's ants. So I'm slightly, it got on me. Sorry, hang on. I got an ant. So I'm a little bit allergic to ant. For some reason, when they bite me, I blow up like a balloon, as opposed to just having an ant bite. So I'm just going to snap this off. And it's really hot. But I'm going to turn the camera around. And then you guys, me putting them as earrings. Look at that. Isn't that funny? Okay. Just fun things you can do with food. Now, if you have kids, I would really recommend growing these because there is nothing like it. I mean, you don't see this in the store, and it's just fun to grow them with your kids. I have a 15-year-old, and she sadly is past the point of anything fun in the garden or heat or work. So I am not able to entice her to come out here. Darn it, that ant bite is starting to swell. Oh, look here. It's pollinating. Oh. So that's what happened is someone will come by, a pollinator will come by, pollinate it, and then you get these green beans. But look at all the new ones that are coming out. I'm excited to look and pick them once they're ripened. And then, I don't know, I don't think you can just freeze them just like this. Well, you can, but it takes up space. So I might chop them up and then freeze them so that it's more manageable size. Looks like there's another cucumber down there, so a couple days. The cucumbers do grow fast, so I would recommend checking on them every day. And if it looks plump, come and pick them. Don't let them get aged. And then they kind of slow and it kind of stunts their growth. So yeah, that is 2 fun green bean variety. I have to get the name. I'm hoping maybe if I do another video, I can update what the name of them are. But I got the seedling from friends, so hard to know. I might have to just call them up and ask them. But there's another one on the ground over here. Oh, it's right there. So this is just a fun variety to grow. And then the purple one is just pretty to look at. And then cucumbers are doing great. The zucchini, always having trouble with zucchinis. with issues with powdery mildew. And then you've got the squash bugs. That little one doesn't look like it's forming. It's all shriveled up. Here, let me point with my purple beans. This one's all shriveled up. I just had a gnat fly right into my eyeball. Ah! Okay, hang on, sorry. Just had those black gnats are everywhere. It flew right into my eyeball, and I think it's stuck because it hurts. Oh no, I did have a zucchini and somebody came by and ate it. Look at that, you guys. There was a zucchini right there growing, and I was waiting for it to ripen. I swear, if it's not pest and disease, it's animals that you got to worry about. At least here's another one growing right there. I think I might have to put... So, next year when we do the raised bed, we're going to put fence around it, hot fence, because I think half of the issue is the dogs. The dogs are eating them, and that's really partially my fault. When I pick them, sometimes I love the dogs and I want to share, and so I'll pick them and then I share them with the dogs, and then they associate, oh, a plant with a fruiting that I can eat. This garden bed, I know I need to get in. This is the last one that I need to come in and get in and weed eat. Every one of them look like this. I don't know how it gets this bad, but I had to go in and weed eat every single bed, and this one I ran out of steam. You can see it's my asparagus. This one is ready to go. I let it wait too long. But you can go in here, and there's younger ones, and you just pop them off and you eat them. Fresh asparagus, so yummy. And over here, the tomato. With all the storm that we had, I realized I need to anchor down the cages a little bit better than what I have. It completely snapped a couple of my tomato plants already. I need to come in and clean the area around a little bit, but there's always something to do in the garden, and we are getting like the dead heat of summer. It is so hot out here. This is my pepper. You can see here, there's a little pepper here. It was looking great until the dogs decided to have this become a digging ground, and they literally, you can see where I tried to resituate it, but they dug and killed majority of the plants. I think I was able to salvage 3, 1, 2, and 3 over there, and then I put this cage in here just so they can't get in and dig, but I need to get it situated. But they do it when I'm not paying attention or when I'm away, so I don't catch them, and then I can't discipline them. This is the yellow raspberry, and let me recommend you, if you only have money to buy one, buy this yellow variety. It is the sweetest, most tasting, and I already got a first crop of it. It wasn't a bumper crop, but it was enough that I can enjoy every day on it. You can see here, it's slowly giving me the actual bloom. So it actually blooms, I think, mainly, it ripens in end of June, beginning of July. That's like its main bumper crop. You can see at the tip of every single one of them is fully loaded with the fruit that still needs to either get pollinated or has already gotten pollinated. So I think I'm going to get a bumper crop as long as I can get the dogs to not eat them. They also like to jump into the bed when they're chasing each other, and they kill pretty much any and every stem. That's why the stem is floppy over here, because they pushed it down so far. But you can see the honeybees are doing their thing. Sorry, I've got trash over here that I need to move from planting. Look, it's a bee, like a fly. I don't know. Sometimes it's like a bee, fly, wasp. They're just doing their pollinating thing. So you never know what kind of bugs you get. So this is the raised bed that we got. We built one, and boy did it take some time to putting all those little nuts and bolts and grooves in. But this is the raised bed that we got that eventually we're going to use and put it on this side over here. I think we're going to move the raised bed over there. Then we can put hot fence around it. keeping majority of the dogs and all the critters out. So that'll be exciting to do that for the next year. But the raspberries doing great. Strawberries over here, they're looking healthy. I did get a first crop. I want to say like end of April, May, beginning of May. And then nothing since. And I'm hoping that there'll be one more of a bumper crop. This is the Whopper from Gurney's bare rooted that I got. I struggle with strawberries, not knowing exactly where to plant them in order for them not to rot, especially in the south with the humidity and the rain that we get. They tend to rot really bad. But the Whopper variety in Gurney's did really good for me. So I'm hoping that it will produce and I'll get the big Whopper strawberries like they say I will. And then eventually I'm going to just propagate more. You see they send runners and suckers, so that's how you propagate strawberries. You get the runners and the strawberry. Here are all the runners. You can save them and grow them and just continue your own succession of line. But they look like they're doing great, so I don't see why they won't produce. They're really greening up and foliaging. So it could be that this is the first year it's in the ground, so it may not produce in the following year. Hopefully we'll get a bumper of a crop. So that's something to look forward to. Okay, let's go in and we'll cut the papaya that's ripened on the tree. Alright, you guys, here is the papaya. It is probably a softball size. And look, this side is all bad. So I guess I'm going to just cut into it and see what it tastes like. But this is my first homegrown ripened papaya. It actually fell off the tree. It was on yesterday. This morning I came out and it fell off today. So I thought I would just try it. Even though the skin looks like this, hopefully the inside is going to be good. We shall try it as I cut it. Alright, you guys. I'm going to just cut into it. Ooh, it's actually, oh, it's so cute. I don't even want to eat it. There's a little bit of seed in here, only one viable. That's the only seed that looks like it's viable. So this side where it was bad on the outside still looks like it's good. Deeply orange color, kind of like Bronco orange, maybe darker than that. So we're just gonna taste it and see if it tastes any good. I'll take off the seed. Usually you would scoop this part, but it hasn't really formed. You scoop that part off because that usually would contain all the seeds. There's not even enough meat in here to really do anything, but okay, I'm gonna try it and see if it's yucky. Here we go. Mmm. So sweet. It's so sweet. Very surprising. My husband's gonna be jealous. He's gonna want some. But he'll want it with cream. It's the sweetest one I've tasted of a papaya. I would probably give it an 8 out of a 10. Doesn't even need any sugar or any cream.
So what does it taste like? A little bit of cut grass with condensed milk.
It's kind of like a texture of a cantaloupe, but way sweeter than a cantaloupe. I don't know, with a hint of a tropical. It's hard to describe what a tropical fruit, but a papaya. So like a cantaloupe, but a really sweet cantaloupe. Anyways, I'm gonna have the hubby try a slice and see. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.